Cricket, a sport of passion, drama and heartbreak. And if there's one team whose journey has been defined by pain, misfortune and nearly impossible situations, it's South Africa. With incredible talent on display, but a shocking lack of ICC trophies, they've earned a reputation as one of the unluckiest teams in the history of cricket. But why is South Africa considered the unluckiest? Let's take a closer look at their roller coaster ride through the world of cricket. Back in 1992, during the World Cup in Australia, South Africa had a golden chance to reach the final. But a cruel twist of fate, in the form of rain, derailed their dream. The match against England was interrupted by a downpour, and when play resumed, the revised target of 22 runs from one ball was simply impossible to achieve. A fairy tale semi-final turned into a nightmare, leaving them crushed, and the cricket world forever remembering that one of the most devastating moments in World Cup history. Fast forward to 2003. South Africa was the host nation and the pressure was immense. Everything was in place for a historic victory, but then disaster struck once again. In a game against Sri Lanka, rain altered the game's calculation and left the South African team confused by the par score. Their hopes of advancing crumbled as they lost, not to the opposition, but to the cruel hands of a flawed rain rule. Then came the infamous 1999 World Cup semi-final. South Africa had their destiny in their hands, with just one run required from the final four balls, with only one wicket in hand. Lance Klusener, the man of the moment, faced Australia in the final overs. But as fate would have it, disaster struck. A terrible mix-up between Klusener and Alan Donald resulted in a run-out, and the match ended in a tie. A tie meant that South Africa were eliminated on net run rate. Despite being inches away from the final, the cricketing world was left stunned, and South Africa was left heartbroken once again. And then came 2015. The World Cup semi-finals. South Africa came close, oh so close. After posting a competitive score, they were left to defend against New Zealand. The match was full of twists, but it was Grant Elliott's heroics in the final moments that ended their journey. One more painful exit. But what hurt the most was the fact that South Africa had the talent. They had the team. Yet fate seemed determined to deny them the ultimate glory. To add to their misfortune, South Africa was also rocked by a major scandal in 2000. Hansie Cronje, their once great captain, was found guilty of match fixing. The news sent shockwaves across the cricketing world and impacted the team's morale for years. South Africa's cricketing story is a tale of potential unfulfilled, of a team that has consistently produced world-class players. From abdevilliers to Jacques Kallis, Dale Steyn to Graeme Smith, South Africa has had it all. But the one thing they have yet to claim is an ICC World Cup title. Despite dominating the group stages, they've repeatedly faltered in crucial knockout matches. A pattern of heartache that has left South African fans wondering, is this their destiny? Is South Africa destined to be the chokers of cricket forever? They say fortune favours the brave, but for South Africa, it seems that destiny has other plans. With a rich cricketing legacy and some of the greatest players to ever step onto the field, one can only hope that their luck will change. But for now, South Africa remains the unluckiest team in the history of cricket. Will South Africa ever break their curse? Only time will tell.